How to go from that consumer to the creator that you really are. Everything that you've accumulated in your life right now, your personality, who you think you are, is just a fraction of who you truly are, right? Everything on your belief system, on the energy that you dictate to your personality is capping your potential. You are literally putting a block on who you can be in this life. Now, all of this is called programming. You are programmed to think that you are supposed to be this person, this job, this title, this personality that you've accumulated throughout your entire life. And guess what? I'm here to tell you, you are not that personality. You are not that title. You are not even the personality type as mother, father, brother, right? And then you can take it a step further with your job description, like, oh, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor. All of these things are simply a distraction to keep you away from the real inner work that we are all supposed to do. Now, this is called self-realization, realizing your true self. The spiritual path is all about that. You start really encompassing who you truly are, shifting that perspective from the body and this limited consciousness into your infinite self, your soul, the Atman. This is right here within your heart. This is your true self. You are not the ego. You are not your mind. You are not the body. You are not your thoughts. Now, how do you actually perceive this? How do you actually experience this, right? To go from that consumer, which is the person who is identified with the mind, constantly just in that victim mode and everything's just happening, right? To that conscious creator. Right? That's the prefrontal cortex. That's you opening up to who you truly are, going beyond the limitations of the mind, beyond that personality, beyond that identification of who you think you are, and tapping into your infinite self. Now I get questions like, how do I do this, right? If you're following me on TikTok, you've been watching my videos on Instagram, stuff like that, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, I'm here to, plant those seeds within you, right? I'm not the person to actually tell you exactly step by step how to achieve higher consciousness. In fact, if you are listening to anybody, any guru or any particular person that is telling you exactly how to do it, they're wrong. Because this is a very unique approach. This has to be done into your unique set of circumstances, which is what I call karma, right? We are born into this planet with particular karma based on what you did in a past life. Now, there is no way to create a generalized statement or blanket statement and say that you need to do X in order to create higher consciousness, right? It just doesn't work that way. Yes, we can generalize and say that you need to, unblock your chakras and get in tune with this higher energy. What I'm talking about is your specific karma to change the way you think and go from that consumer into the creator that you already are. Now, how do you believe this? How do you change your belief system to actually believe that you are the creator and not just that consumer? That's the trick here. That's the technique that we're gonna get into right here at the end of this video. Now, I want you to completely understand that your identification is the root of the suffering, okay? So who you are identified with is causing the suffering in the first place. So understand that. So when you get into that mindset, it's like you can create the change automatically. In fact, you can do this instantaneously by shifting your perspective into that conscious creator by simply creating, by simply doing, taking action, right? You see the difference here? I'm not talking about just thinking about it. I'm not talking about writing it down. I'm talking about taking action, creating that accountability in your life and just going for it. Now, there's something in your life that I know you're not going for, that you're just, longing for, okay? Whether you're using the techniques from the law of attraction, you're getting into manifesting, you are simply not taking action enough to really bring that thing into your life, because nobody else can do this for you. Nobody, not the universe, not mommy, not daddy, not your lover, nobody can do this inner work for you. The more you do the shadow work, the more you turn to that cleansing, purification process, the more those obstacles will get removed and you will have clarity on exactly what you need to do in order to reach that next level of consciousness, right? I'm not here to say like, oh, go just drink this smoothie or go practice this mantra or go do this technique and you'll get exactly what you want. It doesn't work that way. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You need to pinpoint the exact thing in your life that is creating that block, that is creating that resistance in your life. Could be an energy vampire, could be that toxic person in your life, could be an old relationship that you're hanging on to that you're afraid to let go of. All right? Really examine these things in your life. That's the spiritual part, right? That's how we get into that cosmic view. Spirituality is just like getting out of the perception that you are just this body. You are so much more than that. So when you feel stuck, when you feel trapped, like everything's just happening to you, know that this is the best place to start. This is actually the perfect moment to tap into this higher consciousness, to get into that conscious creator and start creating the change. Start taking action in your life where you feel that resistance. Start really getting some momentum into that area and to create that change that you're looking for instead of getting caught into the reactivity over and over again. Now, you'll notice even on the surface, a lot of people that claim to be spiritual or claim to have these abilities are simply caught in the reactiveness or in the emotions again. That's just a label. That's just a cover. That's just a front for what's really going on the inside. Okay, so if you see anybody, really talking about these techniques or manifesting, and really, being egoic or narcissistic about it, then that means that it is not true. So be very careful about who you let into your consciousness, who you're following on social media, what you're allowing into your energy field, because that's what determines your thoughts. That's what determines the energy output that you're putting into, right? Everything that you're putting into your energy field, you are attracting to that, and you are literally becoming that thing. So if you're with that partner right now and you know it's toxic, you gotta let them go. If you're having that job that is creating that friction, you gotta let it go. If you're having that food, that habit, that negative thing in your life that is just reoccurring, now is your chance to let go, right? Fully surrender and then repeat. That is the technique. That is the exact process to get yourself out of the way so you can experience the truth, so you can experience the real higher consciousness that is beyond the mind, that is beyond the limited version of yourself. So go deeper. Go deeper than you ever thought possible. That's what this is all about. You've been given the opportunity right now to go within. Right here in 2020, there has never been a greater time to wake up. All of these distractions, all these obstacles, all the challenges that you're seeing right now are happening for a reason. This is the exact climate, the exact environment that you need in order to figure out what obstacle is the most dominant thing in your life that is holding you back. Now it's time to take action. Now it's time to really get into that juicy stuff in life, really get into that soul purpose, that belongingness, right? Getting rid of the things on the surface, going deeper in tune to that thing that is creating the resistance in the first place. I want to talk about that. Let's go into that conversation and let's really bring some love into it and get out of the mind, get out of the fear. That's what this is all about. Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to everybody in the Inner Circle group. I would not be here without you guys. Seriously, I love each and every one of you. If you want to join the Inner Circle group, check out the link in the description of this video. We would love to have you. There's a lot of people in the High Vibe tribe. We are here for you. Join us. I would love to have you be a part of this path, and I'm here to answer your questions anytime. Again, the link is in the description of this video. Keep up this work. Everything is happening for a reason. I promise you it's worth it. And I love each and every one of you again. Until next time, guys, I'm out. Peace.